let's take a look here then regarding our topics and relevant content. So here's a list of the evergreen topics, if you will. So evergreen is, they never go out of style. There's always going to be something for them, that audiences are always going to be looking for something in this particular line. So business, and there could be several different parts. It could be, do you help businesses get started? Is that your gift? What about change management? Communication could be quite broad. Finance, it could be finance for a particular age group or gender or group or whatever that, you know, health and well-being, and there's so much there too. Leadership, several different layers of that, sales and marketing and technology. So these are evergreen. As you're looking at your topics, your potential topic areas, does yours fall into one of these? Thumbs up, if so, thumbs up. So you have down in your navigations that you have emotions, if you've updated to your latest Zoom, so you can do thumbs up in there. You can do that. You can put a smiley face, you can put a heart. All right, so those topics of interest regarding relevant content. So what does this mean today? I've added more topics to this list based on what I have seen. So safety and anything regarding the pandemic. So working remotely, hello, you know, all of us are, especially with the shutdowns now in many of our states and our counties. Relationships, now that people are working remotely, what's happening with relationships? Well, divorces on a high, unfortunately, domestic violence is too, depression, antidepressants, prescriptions are at an all-time high. People need help. They, you know, is this something that you can help with tools, resources, and hope? You know, homeschooling, how can you help parents who never thought they would be homeschool teachers? How can you help them maybe with some tools, some additional resources? And job interview skills. We will be going back to work, whether it be remotely or in the job workplace, but we are going to be going back there. So the column on the right are things that I've added to this list. Here is the Forbes article from December 9th. Just found this before the presentation tonight, so I added the slide here. Feel free to take a screen capture of this, the 15 types of training that companies need to give middle managers. And here's why this got my attention. These people need us. These organizations need us. Middle management is stuck between the senior officers and the frontline staff, and they catch it from both directions. They need to have additional skills. And this is what I did. I created training programs for the San Diego Zoo, 16 years as an outside contractor doing training in many of these topics. And they're still hot topics. So feel free to take a screenshot of this. Conflict management, relationship building, communications. And because that's so broad, then I went back into the article and I pulled out, because it has to do with the flow of information, top down, bottom, and down, up and down the chain, if you will, that it needs to have clarity and to be able to adapt to their style of communication. That's what number 3 refers to. Internal leadership development. Number 5, help with the shift to producing through others, which has to do with delegation, collaboration, all of that. Number 6, cross-functional problem solving, because in a lot of organizations, departments or divisions are operating as silos where they think that, okay, they're just, no, they need big picture thinking. So that taps into that. Number 7, personality development. I laughed when I saw this because I thought, oh, maybe they need personality transplants. You know, we kind of joke about that. The article from these expert coaches were saying that it all has to do with mindset. Hello, I'm a subject matter expert on attitude, boosting morale. Hello. So I can help with your personality. Anyway, and I heard that I've had one too. So anyway, number 8 is operational and cultural accountability, tactical leadership execution, emotional intelligence. I think ever since the phrase was coined, there's always been a need for training in that. Time management, always, always, always. You know, and I would add to that task management. That's a whole nother topic because it's like project management, yet how do you handle the individual tasks? Because sometimes it's not the time, it's the tasks that actually need to be managed. That's my personal 2 cents there. Number 12 has been on the list for a long time from major lists of top 100 companies. Creative thinking and innovation, which ties back into problem solving, which is number 6. So creativity, people thinking for themselves, not even outside the box, but do away with the box kind of thinking. If that's something that you love to speak about, you will always have a topic. You'll always have an audience. Number 13, then the executive presence. And then you've got delegation around specific outcomes and empathy and inclusivity. I was surprised that number 15 was, and not that these were prioritized. I was surprised that it was number 15 on the list, by the way. So we definitely need to have diversity, inclusion, and equity training today. So if those are in your topic realm, you're going to be busy.